What's happening, guys? Back with another video, and I don't really know what the purpose of this video is. Maybe it's a vlog. I haven't really decided. It's just I'm waiting for the bus, and to give you some context, I'm in Estonia, like working and living here right now, and the place I'm staying at right now is like maybe, let's say, 45 minutes outside of Tallinn, and it's not like, it's one of those things. It's the same in the UK as well. Like, if you live far enough in the country, then buses tend to be kind of like every 45 minutes or something like that. And I got to the bus stop. I was a little bit later than usual, I guess, and just saw that I have 35 minutes to wait until the next bus, which, if it had been yesterday, I would have been screwed. I mean, yesterday it was absolutely goddamn freezing, and today it's actually kind of warm. And this winter's been weird in Estonia, because normally it's absolutely, I don't know how to put it, just super cold at this time of year, and like there's snow and all that kind of stuff. And so far we've been pretty lucky. We've had a few really cold days, but other than that, no. Just wait for the cars to go past. But yeah, man, I thought I would just kill the time by filming a video. Weird concept, but yeah, I don't know, I really enjoy doing this anyway, and it's been a lot of fun, and like filming exploring videos in Estonia with my friend Johan, and just exploring Estonia in general. There's a lot of cool stuff to see here, so I really urge you to like come and visit here if you can. Lots of really cool stuff, caters for all different types of people, and yeah. But right now I'm in the just standing randomly waiting for the bus. I feel like this, do you know what, like I really do long for the day, like when I don't have to wait anymore for public transport. Like I have like a chauffeur or something. I mean, I'll probably still have to wait, but like I can wait luxuriously, maybe, instead of freeze. Excuse me. That'd be really awkward if I just like died on camera right now from coughing, wouldn't it? God, I can't even remember my sentence now. No, it's gone. It's gone forever. Ah, god damn it. I know. I'll show you where I am. Give you guys like a little understanding of where I am. So this is Kelayoa, and yeah, this is where we at. It's a pretty chill area, to be honest. There's like in this area over here there's like a waterfalls, and over here is like a castle, and then there's like a forest right at the back, and it's really nice actually. But yeah, this is where I'd be at, just randomly standing here, not really knowing what to do with myself. I mean, because normally in these situations, if there's another option, I'll take it. I'll weigh up the options, and I'll be like, okay, I'm going. Oh, I remember what I was going to say now. Yay! Yeah, so like with regards to waiting, every job I've ever had, pretty much, especially in England, just involved a lot of traveling, walking, commuting. You know, like I used to work in a supermarket many years ago, Waitrose, for anyone that knows, and I used to commute to a place called Chiswick from where I lived, and it took about, well, the journey should have taken 45 minutes each way, right? but it actually took like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I was usually late in the morning, and I had to get there at like 6 a.m, something like that. It was mad. But lots and lots of travelling, and that's a big part of jobs, really, isn't it? You know, like, people don't always say that, but the commute can often be like the really tricky part of it, and the tiring part as well. I mean, obviously it's maybe a little bit nicer if you're sitting in a car, waiting in a car, but I mean, sitting and waiting at a bus stop, freezing your ass off ain't great. But I don't know, I'm kind of weirdly used to it now. Like, I don't get bored. I used to get really bored, especially when I was a teenager. You know, if I used to wait at bus stops in the morning, God, I used to get so bored. I think I was just a very, I was gonna say boring teenager. I wasn't boring. I don't think I was boring at all. But I was one of those kids that, like, for some reason, had to, like, always be entertained, if you know what I mean. So, like, if I was sitting on a bus, I couldn't just sit on the bus. Like, now I can sit on the bus and just happily, like, go along, watch what's going on outside, and I won't be bored, right? But back then, just bored. I had to have, like, music going on or a conversation or something, or otherwise I would just go insane. And there was a cut-off point, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, when all of that changed, and suddenly all these things I used to hate, I loved. So to give you an example, another one, I used to go on these, like, really long ass walks with my dad. So it'd be like, I'd be staying with him, right? And like for a weekend or something like that. And he'd be like, I think I was like maybe 8 or 9 years old, and he'd be like, hey, let's go for a walk, it's a nice day, let's walk along this canal, or let's go to this forest. Didn't mind going to the forest with him, actually, because the forest is actually pretty cool. But these long walks in the summer along like canals and stuff like that, I used to just complain the whole time, and I hated it, and it's like, oh, so boring. Whereas now, if we were to do that now, I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it. But I do still understand why kids hate it. I think it's just an age thing, you know. And it's weird because I'm at that age now, I'm 26, where I feel distinctly older than I was. You know, like, I'm not a young, obnoxious man anymore. I'm still like a young man. I'm not like Mr. Wise all of a sudden, and, you know, I'm not like all-knowing, because you never are. You're always learning. You know, till the day you die, you're still learning. Provided that you're listening and, you know, taking in what you see and learning from your mistakes and yada yada yada. But yeah, it's a very weird age. Like, I remember someone saying to me recently that, like, the 20s supposedly is when you figure out what you want to do with your life, right? And then the 30s is where you make it happen. And I thought about that, and I feel like I figured out a lot now. I'm still not like 100% sure like what I want to do with my life or where it's headed or anything like that, but my mindset has changed 100% better. Like, now I don't kind of get scared anymore. I'm more willing to take risks, you know, because, like, time is so short and you never know what's going to happen tomorrow and stuff. And it's funny, like, how all these cliches that you hear like a million times over, like, pretty much all of them are true, you know. But it's weird. Like, I always just thought, pardon my language, but they were like bullshit, you know, just people kind of, like, some of them maybe had some truth to them, but I thought it's just people making a nice turn of phrase, right? But turns out they're true, so shows what I know. Woo. Yeah, I just realised as I'm talking to you, it's slowly and slowly getting lighter. It's really nice. When I was on the bus yesterday, the sun was kind of rising very slowly, and it was really beautiful. But that's another thing. Most of the time when you're travelling in Estonia in winter and it's dark, like, you can't see shit. like nothing. It's really difficult to know where you're going. I mean, when I was on the bus the other day at night, this was like one of the first times I was coming to the place I'm staying at right now, and I just couldn't see anything. Like the road, there was no street lamps in the country. Like there are street lamps, but only really in like the city settlement areas, or like, you know, if there's a lot of like residential areas, then there'll be, you know, lighting there obviously, but like in between those places, just pitch fucking black. And it's like really dangerous. Like you can't see where you're going. It's very easy to miss your stop. So, you know, if you miss it, you're kind of screwed, you know what I mean? Especially me, I don't speak the language. I mean, I can get by with the Estonian that I know, but it can be a bit scary, you know. But it's fine. Like it's not like a big deal or anything. But it's just kind of crazy. Like when you live in another country, it really forces you to like open your mind and kind of see how things are different, and, you know, embrace a completely different way of life. Because I think it was Bruce Lee that said that, like, you know, you have to adapt to your surroundings and like be like water and flow with the water. Like you can't resist all the time, because it's just going to present problems. And I've definitely felt that living here. Like I've had to adjust to this place and not the other way around. Obviously Estonia is pretty accommodating, I'd say, for the most part for foreigners, you know, like plenty of loads of people here speak English, you know, everyone is very pleasant, and, you know, there's plenty of information available in English and stuff. But yeah, you still need to know the language, really, I think. But anyway, I'm gonna go. So thanks for listening, and until next time, ciao.